What's up guys, Guna here, bringing you another episode of our GM Mode series for the Colorado Avalanche in NHL 14. So we are just up here now, getting ready to start Season 2. Just going to take you into our lines to remind you of the lineups we're going to go with to start the season. So the additions we've basically made in the off-season was we've brought in Alexander Steen through free agency, and we've also added a keeper in Eddie Lack. So at the moment we are looking at having Adam Ernie to start the season, bringing him up to the majors for the first time and see how he gets on. I might actually I'm going to give him some third line time and see how he gets on, but it might be better to have Downey up there. As you can see there, he has got a very good defensive category, but his physical category is not the best at the moment. So we're going to see how it goes to start the season, and if we start going on like a losing streak, then we can change it from there. So our defense, we've still got Johnson and Gilbert, Hayder and Shatterkirk as our top four. I think I'm going to start the season just with those two on the top line. You've got to have your best defenseman out there. And then Wilson and Bowie on the third line. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is simulate up the first dozen games or so, and we can then kind of so if we go through the first month and a half, we can see how the team starts getting on and maybe make adjustments if there's certain areas that we're struggling in. So first game, tough one here against Chicago, knocked us out last year in the Stanley Cups, and we've got ourselves a win. Looks like it's a home and home series to start the season off. So we won 1-3-2 and lost 1-3-2. So 1-1, and there we go, another win against the Jets. So that's good, and then a win against the Oilers. So pretty steady start to the season so far. Tangay's still getting the goals. I'm glad I haven't let him go yet, because even though we've brought in Steen, Tangay really did do well on that first line with Duchesne last year. They had some really good chemistry. I think him, Tangay, Duchesne and Tarasenko were all about 60-point players on that first line, so they really had some good chemistry going there. Okay, so we've just lost ourselves a couple of games there against the Ducks and the Canucks, but one wasn't overtime loss, which is good. So 4 and then another loss. That's 3 losses in a row now. Hopefully we can get back to a win here against LA, and another loss there. So this is the problem. We don't really want to be this streaky team. 4 losses in a row there, but then bounce back with a win. I think we're not there yet. We're still a work in progress, so we are probably going to be a bit of a streaky team. We might win a few, but then we might lose a few. So I'm gonna send scout here. OHL forwards. Did I do AHL? Maybe WHL. Yeah, I did WHL, so now I'll do OHL. 6 weeks, there we go. Okay, so same sort of last season. If we can hang around the 500 mark at the start, and then look to push on from there. So 10 games in, let's just go here to the end of November and see how we're looking right there. So win there against Dallas, obviously. Dallas are new division rivals for the Colorado Avalanche now, so that's a big loss there to the Jets, 6-0. That's not something that we want to see, not only conceding a lot but being shut out as well. So again, hanging around this 500, can't seem to quite push away from it. So and there's another loss there. We now drop below 500 for the first time of the season, so that is disappointing. Hopefully bounce back here. Chicago, never an easy game. There we go. Scout, I've had an overview of this year's draft class. I think it's likely to be a bit weaker than normal. Okay, that's fine. We're not going to worry about the draft pool just yet. Obviously, we're still just into this year. We can start deciding on what areas we need to improve as the season goes on. So another loss there. You see, we just seem to win one, lose one, win one, lose one. We can't get after the fast start of the season where we won a few and then lost a few. It's patchy at the moment, back and forward. Just like to go on like a nice little streak of like winning 5 games here, just to pull away from 500. That'd be really nice. So there's 2. Panthers, come on, they're below 500. We've got to beat them. Come on. Oh, 1-0. With our offensive line, it really can't be getting shut out. That's very disappointing. Blues will be a tough game though. And there you go. So yeah, we win 2, then we lose 2. So we're back to 500. It's frustrating. That's the kind of season we had last season, and then we managed to just put a few wins together, pull away, and manage to sneak into the playoffs. So up against the Stars here, and a win. So there we go. It's the end of 21 games, about a quarter of a game in the season so far. We are 10-9-2. Let's just go and have a very quick look at the stats. Don't want to spend a huge amount of time. So we're 21st in the NHL at the moment. Goals for per game, so 2.1. That's way below what I'd want it to be. So our defence is actually pretty good. We're just we're not getting it done offensively at the moment, which is disappointing. Power play, it's okay, could be better. And penalty kill is very good. So it's all just offensively at the moment. Let's go into the player stats. I'm starting to think that maybe this signing of Alexander Steen wasn't the best move I've made. Because last year, we really tore it up offensively, and just wondering if that's kind of upset the balance of it a little bit. So, yeah, look, you can see Landeskog and O'Reilly just really not doing what they were last year. 7 points, 5 points. So, first line still doing okay. Could do a couple more goals from Duchesne, but he's obviously providing all the assists to Tarasenko and Tanguay. Steen is scoring, he is doing what he's been put on that line to do. But the fact Pevley's down on the third line is getting more points than Landeskog and O'Reilly, that is a bit worrying. And Parenteau's suffering down on the third line there. Okay, so what I might do just for the moment is go here to edit lines. And just move, because Steen is good defensively as well. I am just going to move Parenteau up onto the second line. So we've got that same second line as last year. Adam Ernie, I'm going to reduce him to 4th line minutes. So then we've got this really strong third line defensively of Pevley, Steen and Downey. And then we'll have McGinn, Mitchell and Ernie. So let's just have a look here. I think Ernie's quite good on face-offs, so yes, he is. So we'll actually move him into the middle, and then he can have Mitchell and McGinn down there. Okay, so power play. So what I'll do here again as well is if I move Parenteau up onto the power play. So, because that's what we had last year, and our power play really did well last year, I thought. Steen can obviously stay on the penalty kill because he is good defensively. Okay, so we'll just see if that makes any difference here over the next few games. We'll simulate up another 20 games or so here till we're kind of halfway through the season. So we'll go here up till the All-Star break, which will take us halfway, and just see if that makes any difference. I'll be pretty disappointed, that Steen is scoring the goals, but we've paid 4 million for someone who's now going to be sitting on the third line, so that might be a mistake on my part. So there we go, back-to-back wins there, 4 goals in each game as well, and then Philly, come on, and another win, 3 goals. So yeah, it does seem to have it's 11 goals in 3 games now, and another game of 4 goals. Putting Parenteau maybe back onto that second line has really helped. So I think I've possibly done an error here in signing Steen. So we've lost a game now, but that's okay. We'd won 4 in a row. Back to winning ways. So yeah, I think, guys, obviously you let me have your thoughts, but it seems we're performing better here with him. Now Steen is, I'm not saying that we should get rid of Steen straight away. I mean, I have only just signed him. Let's go defenseman in OHL, 6 weeks. Yeah, I'm not saying we should get rid of Steen because obviously we've just signed him, but at the moment we're paying $4 million for someone who's sitting on the third line, and that's, unfortunately, that is a lot of money. Maybe I shouldn't have made the signing, but he is good defensively, so he will help us on the penalty kill. So we'll just have to see how the season develops, and we can always make decisions later on. This is still very early days. It's going to take a while to settle into the team. So San Jose are looking very good this year, 29-2, and we've managed to beat them 6-2. So, and Landeskog now, as you can see, he's our top scorer with 11 goals. Another win there against the Canucks. So yeah, we're really starting to click a bit more now, boys, with reverting back to Parenteau on that second line. There's another loss there, but I think it was an overtime loss, so we're 8 games above 500 now, which is good. And another win. Yeah, the goals are definitely going in now, which is good. And I think obviously defensively we're doing very well as well. Not too many games where we're getting blown out the water. So the Wild here, and another win. So see, even when we only can score 2, we're only conceding 1, so we can get ourselves a win. And another game there, 6-3. We're winning. We're scoring a lot of goals now. So yeah, I think the lines are definitely working. We'll do just a few more games here. Like I said, take us up to the All-Star break, do a mid-season review, but we've definitely shot up the table now. This is kind of like a streak that the Avalanche have had to start the season. Pittsburgh, another win. So we've gone from being at 500 to now being 14 games above 500. It's 13 games above 500. It's a big turnaround. We've got to beat New Jersey. They're way below. Yeah, good stuff. And away to the Bruins. Obviously an East Coast trip here. Should be able to beat the Bruins. Oh, we've lost 5-2. They're a good team. That's not far. That's not too bad. As long I don't mind losing the odd game. We're not going to win every game here. As long as we bounce back with a win. I don't want to have. There we go, 5-3. I don't want to have any more back-to-back losses this year. And Buffalo, they're having a good season. Able to get the win there. And there we go. So that is now 44 games in the season, so definitely halfway now. And if we go and look at the stats, you can see we have shot right the way up to 4th in the NHL. So we've gone from 27th to 4th in the last 20 games. Those moves have really made a difference. Goals for, they've jumped. We're still 13th, but if you remember, we were only about 2.1, and we've now gone up to 2.7. So that's realistically more like over 3 a game in the last 20. So we are right up there. Goals against have stayed just as good. We're 3rd in the NHL, 2.14. Power play is okay. I'd like to be around 20%, but that's pretty good. Anything in the top 10 is good. And the penalty kill top 10. So special teams both in the top 10. You can see there our last 10 is 8-2, and so it's looking very good now. We'll just go into the player stats and have a look here. See how many more points Parenteau has picked up since we moved him back onto the second line. Forwards. There we go. So 36 Tarasenko, 31. Yeah, so the first line's doing the job. This is the big difference here. I think maybe putting Parenteau, who's a playmaker, on that second line has really helped Landeskog and O'Reilly start getting some points. They were on about 8 points. So they've almost gone point a game players since we made that change. Steen is still getting some production. You know, he was on 8 points and he's now gone to 19, so he's still keeping the same production. But importantly, these guys' production has gone up. Peverly Downey is there. Parenteau's gone up to 14 points. Obviously, he's got a while to catch up. And then Mitchell McGinn and Ernie down there. And on the defensive side, Tom Gilbert leading the way again with 25 points. Shatterkirk, Johnson both with 20. Barry 13, Hayter 13, Wilson with 4. And on the goalies front, Eddie Lack, look at that, under 2 goals a game average, 23, 9 and 1. With 4, sorry, because it's 3 overtime shootout losses. Save percentage of 93, 4 shutouts. What a great signing he's been for us. He's possibly even in the, if we go back and have a quick look here, he's probably leading the league almost there. He's second only behind Niemi and third in save percentages behind Smith and Niemi. So he's been a great signing for us. So we're going to leave that video here halfway through the season. Everything is looking very good. Just to show you there one more. We are leading our Central Division now. Second in the West, only behind San Jose. Looking very good at this halfway stage. Don't think... if you've got any suggestions of anything we should be changing, obviously do let me know. But I think what we've got is definitely working at the moment. So I'm reluctant to make changes. You know, don't break. If it's not broke, don't fix it. But if there's any maybe moves we should be doing, then obviously do let me know. Let me have your thoughts. I will take them into consideration. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. And thanks so much for watching. And until next time, I will catch you later.